Ms. Carmichael is our first ever Latin Honors Student Commencement Speaker. She's an Honors College student who's graduating with distinction, earning a Bachelor of Arts degree in English with minors in political science and radio, television, and film. She has a passion for film and an interest in writing, research, and public service. During her time at Hofstra, Ms. Carmichael has been on the Dean's List every semester and was also on the Provost List in spring of 2012. She was invited to be the Presidential Fellow for the Center of the Study of the Presidency and Congress and represented Hofstra at the Center's Fall and Spring Leadership Conference. Finally, Ms. Carmichael was inducted into several academic honor societies: Phi Eta Sigma, the National Freshman Honor Society; Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honor Society; Pi Sigma Alpha, the National Political Science Honor Society; and most recently, Phi Beta Kappa, the oldest and most prestigious National Honor Society. It is an enormous pleasure for me to introduce Ms. Rejena Carmichael.
Thank you, Dr. Berliner, for that amazing introduction. I appreciate it. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Dr. Berliner, the Provost Office, and the Hofstra administration for selecting me to speak at this ceremony. This really is such an honor. And also, before I begin, these one-size-fits-all caps are not really one-size-fits-all, so I'm going to just take this off. I'd like to start by congratulating all of the 2014 graduates.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll all join me in thanking the faculty, administration, and our friends and families for all of their support over the past 4 years. If only they knew what we all know we did to get here. All the sleepless nights trying to perfect the art of paper cramming, organizing group study sessions that really just led to Facebook stalking your latest crush, or saying screw it and ordering pizza, and those chemistry experiments of coffee mocha Red Bull lattes we put our bodies through. Well, they finally paid off. Cum laude. Wow. Hold this achievement close to your hearts, as they're still palpitating from all that caffeine. It'll be okay, I swear. This achievement belongs to each of you. We all have something to be very proud of. Okay, great, so now what? Some of you may be getting ready to go into your dream graduate school or start working that perfect job you've always wanted. But let's face it, most of us, even the ones with jobs and schools lined up, are all still smiling and shaking at the same time. We're so nervous for what's ahead. The uncertain economy, uncertain life choices, uncertain with what's going to happen with Miley Cyrus next. Try not to worry though. We're all in the same boat. But it's a nice boat. One with a pool and an epic water slide. But seriously, we're all sitting in this room right now because of our thoroughly impressive academic success. And it's more than just grades on a paper or a name on a diploma. It's character. Our accomplishments, and more importantly, our failures, and recovery from those failures, helped build that character, and will continue to guide us through the success of our professional and personal lives. As I'm sure many of you can relate, 4 years ago, I came to Hofstra not knowing anyone, unsure of who I was, what I wanted, or how to cook anything other than Velveeta macaroni and cheese. I didn't know how to speak to adults, how to motivate myself to study, or even just meet new people. But I had to learn. We all did. If my freshman self could see me now, she would probably say, "Reg, are you out of your mind? Volunteering to give a speech like that? What if you trip? What if you choke?" But if I could talk back to her, I'd tell her, "Put the mozzarella sticks down." Seriously, that freshman 25 was not easy to put off on. So we're even. What would your freshman selves think about where you are right now? Would they be shocked? Would they be impressed? Or would they still be locked out of their rooms waiting for public safety to let them back in? I think they'd be impressed. Latin honors means you are dedicated, you are focused, and you delivered. You are impressive. I knew from the start what I wanted to study. I never changed my major, without good reason. Actually, I drove my parents crazy picking new majors and minors each year and always having a new grand scheme career path. But it was because each new class I took, all the textbooks I read, most of, and new professors that inspired me. Yeah, you know what? I blame the faculty for being so damn good. But it was also the friends and colleagues I made, internships and jobs I worked, and experiences I had during my time at Hofstra that opened up new doors for me and illuminated exciting opportunities. I had to go with what life threw at me. But through all of my various different academic and professional tracks, I kept 3 key principles in mind. By no means do I have it all figured out, but I hope that these principles can be useful to you in some way, as they have been and will continue to be for me. Number 1, it all starts with passion. If I'm not doing something that makes me happy, I'm not going to excel at it. Simple as that. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, explore the things you're good at, the things you don't know, and most importantly, what you're afraid of. To be honest, I barely graduated high school. Mostly because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to take AP statistics for my final math credit at 7:30 every morning. But nonetheless, I barely passed. I didn't do well because I was taking generic classes I wasn't passionate about. But when I came to college, I took it upon myself to pick and choose things I was passionate about, and everything suddenly became easier. Passion is never practical or popular. Just keep looking, and don't ever settle for good enough. And once you find it, don't stop. Don't let anything or anyone get in your way. Love it. Own it. Number 2, excellence. Once you find your passion, do it well. Even the work you love is going to have some elements of grunt work that you probably won't enjoy as much. But make sure anything with your name on it is the best work that you can do, because sooner or later, someone important is going to notice, and you want that person to see what you're really capable of. I don't just mean do your best work for your boss, gunning for that promotion. I mean be the best you that you can be. The best coworker, the best child, the best sibling, the best friend. My grandpa always told me, be careful on your way up, because you never know who you may meet on your way down. And it's true. Everyone you meet will affect your life in some way. So make your mark. But take note of all the people who touch your life as you do. Number 3, the last and probably most important principle to take with you is challenge. Never ignore your weaknesses or let them control you.